Hello and welcome to Pock and Rob. Today's video continues our series of our top 100 songs of all time. This is part 6, meaning we are covering songs from 50 to 41. As ever, we're not going to go into the granular level of this song is ever so slightly better than that. These are all songs that we've placed in the 40s range.
At the same level of likeness.
As ever, I am joined by FoxEatingNintendo, or as I like to call him, my son Joel.
Hello.
Before we dive in, please remember to like the video by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell to receive notifications of future videos. And I believe it's your turn to kick things off, so Over to you, Joel.
So, my first pick of this run is another Alan Walker song, and it is Do It All For You from the album Different World.
This song I have no recollection of. I know I've heard it more than one time, but I have no idea what it sounds like. I obviously didn't hate it.
Things.
Well, yes, I do. My first pick in this bunch is a Bond theme. So a couple of videos back, I had Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings, and I said that it was my second most favourite Bond theme. This is my favourite. It is Skyfall by Adele. It's an absolutely phenomenal song. It works as a Bond theme. It works as a typical Adele song. It's my favourite Adele song as well. Skyfall is my first pick.
So my next song, Dad likes, and I know Dad likes, and it is Shotgun by George Ezra.
Oh, I did not expect this to be in your top 50. Every time I sing this one, you tell me to shut up.
That's because you don't sing it well.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
I've
don't.
played this not only on bass as part of a band I'm in, but also it's a song that I did the last time I played live before the pandemic, which is your old school and your sister's old school. It was just like a music appreciation day, and I did Shotgun in virtually every class I was in. Went down very well. Good song, Shotgun. My next pick is a Beatle track. Again, my favourite band in the world. You have. And actually, did you have this in your previous list?
No.
It's Penny Lane. It's just an absolutely perfect pop song. Yeah, you sang this at your grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary because they were married in 1967, which is the year the song came out.
So my next track he likes. I think it's appeared already, in fact, and it is Waiting for Love by Avicii.
Yes, this appeared on our first video in this series because it's in my 90s zone. I like Waiting for Love a lot. I've also performed it, which I believe I said, on that 90s level video. Bass and sang, I'd like to point out. Cracking song. My next pick is going to get some grief from him. He's probably going to attack me again like he does every time this artist comes up. It's Richard Thompson. And the song is Galway to Graceland. Really great story song. I think it's at its best on the Acoustic Classics album that he released, which is interesting because that was the first studio release of that song by Richard Thompson. So it had become a classic without ever actually having official studio recording before then. Joel.
You finished talking about the trash artist.
He's very good.
Right. My next track is an artist he does like.
Right.
And it is Muse Uprising.
Yes. From the Resistance album. Cracking single. Not my favourite Muse track, but I really enjoy this. And there's it sounds like the Doctor Who theme at the beginning as well. Brilliant. Brilliant single, actually. Definitely in my top 1,000, John.
Top 1,000?
I've heard a lot of songs. I've heard a lot of songs in my life.
Top 1,000 is still not particularly impressive.
Yes, it is.
It's not 500, maybe. But 1,000?
I've heard a lot of songs. My next, I believe, was on your list somewhat earlier. I think it might have been in the 80s or so. It's 21 Guns by Green Day.
Yes, I like this one.
Cracking song, one of your sister's favourite songs as well. Really enjoy listening to 21 Guns.
So, my next track, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum to the last track, he hates this artist.
Okay.
And this is Your New Boyfriend by Wilbur Soot.
Yeah. Horrible.
I love this.
That's all I'll say to that.
It's funny and fun and silly and good music.
He will look back
sounds.
on this video in maybe 10 years' time and think, what was I thinking?
It's a good song!
My next pick is from David Bowie. And it is the track Golden Years from the album Station to Station. And if you've ever watched the film Knight's Tale, when they're doing the dance in the medieval hall and it segues into Golden Years, it's just a really fine moment in a very silly, fun movie.
So my next track is another Alan Walker song. It is Spectre.
Can't place this one either.
I don't think you've heard this in many years.
Okay.
It was on one of our holiday CDs at one point. Because it was one of the first Alan Walker songs I knew.
It's not an artist I choose to listen to, but I wouldn't turn it off when it comes on, and that's the best compliment I can give.
That's good enough.
My next pick is by Billy Joel. So I had Piano Man on earlier. I think this song is even better than Piano Man. It's Always a Woman from the Stranger album. I think this is an absolutely fantastic lyric. It's so well written. And the melody just goes into places that you don't expect. It's a really enjoyable song, Always a Woman by Billy Joel.
So my next track is by Ed Sheeran and Camila Cabello. Is Bam Bam.
Okay, I do know this because it's been on our most recent holiday CD. In fact, I think it's probably the most recent song on your entire list, is it not?
I think so, yeah.
It's probably the most recent song on either of our lists.
Yep.
It's enjoyable. I quite like Camila Cabello. I quite like Ed Sheeran, despite what he thinks. I own Ed Sheeran albums, so I must tolerate Ed Sheeran. Bam Bam's a decent enough pop song. My next pick is by Elvis Costello from the Spike album, and this is the song that probably introduced me to Elvis Costello in the first place, because it's a co-write with my all-time favourite artist, which is Paul McCartney. It is Veronica. I think this song is absolutely brilliant. I love the lyrical construction. I love the melody of it. You can, although it's predominantly clearly an Elvis Costello song, you can hear the influence of McCartney in the musicality of the song and some of the lyrical tweaks. Brilliant song, Veronica.
Yeah. So my next track, Dad found boring. Is Waving Through a Window from Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah. For me, this sounded almost exactly the same as Defying Gravity from Wicked.
I don't like Defying Gravity from Wicked, but I do like this.
They're interchangeable for me. He's right, I did find it boring. I didn't find it unpleasant, but I did find it boring.
Yeah, this isn't the actual Dear Evan Hansen.
The one that you made me hear.
Yeah. This isn't the one that I made him hear. This is the Pentatonics version, because I do think that one is far superior.
To be fair, there are an awful lot of songs that Pentatonics do that are far superior to the originals.
Finesse,
I prefer
Cheerleader,
I was going to say Cheerleader. Yeah.
Yeah.
My next pick in this batch is a song that I'm pretty sure will be coming up on yours at some point. It's Somewhere Only We Know by Keane from the Hopes and Fears album. Great song. I think their version is far superior to the one that got to number one done by Lily Allen. But I am really looking forward to seeing Keane live in about a month's time. They will almost certainly play this. I can't imagine they won't play Somewhere Only We Know. It's a signature song.
Yeah. So my next track is Ed Sheeran. Again.
So we've had Camila Cabello with Ed Sheeran, and now we've got Ed.
Yeah. And it is Eraser from Divide. I think it's quite...
I've got the Divide album, and again, I can't place this song, so I haven't listened to it that often.
I think this song is downplayed, along with my favourite Ed Sheeran song, which will be coming up later on the Divide album. Like, everyone talks about Shape of You and Perfect being really good. Then there's this and a song that will be coming up later.
I know each song
that I think are much, much better than those two songs. Perfect is pretty good. I don't particularly like Shape, but I don't particularly like Shape of You.
Yeah.
But these two, top notch.
My penultimate pick is The Road to Hell by Chris Rea. The one Chris Rea song that he actually liked when we did Generation Mix on Chris Rea about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Brilliant song, got to number 10 in the charts. Chris Rea's biggest hit. Chris Rea's biggest successful album. Road to Hell.
Alright, my next track is an Avicii song, which you can take credit for, even though you do not recognise the song, because you didn't know it very well.
Right.
And it is Lonely Together by Rita Ora and Avicii.
Okay. Doesn't ring a bell, but I like Avicii, so there's a good chance I'd like the track.
Yeah.
My final pick for this set, and also indeed the last song that we mentioned on this video, is Basket Case by Green Day. Cracking punk song. There's a time when I didn't like this song in the 90s. I thought it was very overrated. I don't think I like the video very much because it's ever so slightly creepy, but
Paranoia.
I love it now. I think Basket Case is an absolutely cracking song from the Dookie album.
I know it's Ruth's favourite Green Day song. It's not mine, but it may be coming up later.
So that concludes part 6, 50 to 41, of our top 100 songs of all time. We'll be back in a fortnight to do the next part. And please remember, like, subscribe, hit the bell. But until then, thanks for watching.
Bye!